this video, I'll be creating a history against a candidate record. There's lots of processes within Colleague that automatically create histories against records. However, I'll be demonstrating how we do this manually. So firstly, make sure you're on the candidate record you'd like to create the history against and select Create History. Once you've done that, it will take you through to the History tab, and you'll notice there's a History Details field. Here you input all the information you'd like to be saved against the history you're creating. So for example, the date, the time, the type. There's multiple selections here, however I'll stick with telephone. The user, so I'm creating this history, however say for example it wasn't me that made the telephone call, you can select the user that did. And where it says linked records, say for example the telephone call that you had was with a separate record on the system, you can actually link them to this history. So how you do that is you select the plus sign on the linked records option, and a search for records field will appear. You input the name of the record you're looking for and select the magnifying glass, and a list of records will appear. Select the applicable record and then press select. Once you've done that, as you can see, it's now linked that Colleague Software Limited record to this history I'm creating, and if you select it, it will take you straight through to the record itself. There we go. So let's go back to the history. So where it says text selection, it gives you a few options for you to select, and it will appear in the text box. So say for example you left a voicemail, if you select that, it will come in this text box, and you can also add to this. So say for example you would like to give them a call back. I would like to give them a call back, or you can make basically a list or anything that happened in the history that you're trying to create. Okay, and once you're happy, you can also create a calendar or task entry to be able to remind you either to do the phone call again, or if you've got an interview booked in, things like that. So how you do this is where it says create a calendar, select the tick box, and a calendar details field will appear, and you just put all the information you'd like to go in the calendar entry, and this is the same for the task option as well, as you can see. And if you save the calendar and task option when saving the history, you'll notice that it appears in your calendar and task options within Colleague as well. Okay, so once you're happy with all the information you've input in your history, select Save, and you'll notice it's now added this history to your list of histories. And if you select it, you can see as well the link is still there, and again it will take you straight through to the record. However, if you would like to delete the history you've created, once you've selected the history, in the top corner it will say delete history. Select this and a blue bar will appear. It's just to make sure you're definitely sure, and if you are, select yes, and you'll notice it's now removed itself from your list of histories. I hope this helps.